Hey, welcome to another episode. I'm glad you could join us. I want to talk about the Brother Marquis today. He passed away last week, June 3rd to be exact. You guys know he was in the Two Live Crew. And if you don't know, thank you for watching this video to find out who the Brother Marquis was. This is going to be more of a personal type of video where I just share some what he meant to me. I was just a kid when I first heard him, and Two Live Crew was no joke, man. When I was like 10 years old, you were not supposed to have that tape, and that tape was flying around. It was recorded. It was being passed out to all the little kids. I don't know. We were troublemakers, so we had our hands on that Two Live Crew cassette, and Brother Marquis was teaching us stuff that I had no idea what he was really talking about. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun thinking back. But yeah, Move Something, the first single I heard from Brother Marquis and Two Live Crew, one of the first hip hop acts that really made an impact on my life because I loved hip hop. After, I don't know, was it them or Slick Rick? It doesn't even matter right now. The point is that early on, Two Live Crew, they were it, man. I swear they were like my favorite group back in the day, man. I loved me that Nasty As We Wanna Be tape. Then part 2 came out and whatever. But let's try to bring this back down to Brother Marquis. One half of the Two Live Crew, of course, with the other half, Fresh Kid Ice, passing away a few years ago. Both just fun rappers, just so much fun. The lyrics they had that were always kind of, they were raunchy sex lyrics. They were always partying, whatever, and they had a lot of parody tracks too. What was it like? Little like do I diddy diddy dum, whatever that song's called. Banned in the USA. Those type of parody tracks. They were always having fun, man. I thought hip hop was fun back then. The nursery rhymes, all of that type of stuff was so dope, man. You got to go back and listen to it. Luckily, everything you can stream, except for some of the rarities like the Brother Marquis solo. You can't stream that. Let's pay some respects here. I'm just gonna pull up the. I'm just gonna pull up the wiki here and just spit out some facts here in all due respect. Brother Marquis, better known as Mark D. Ross, born April 2nd, 1967, passed away June 3rd, 2024, better known as his stage name, Brother Marquis. So, in the early 80s, he started to release his music and made an impression on Mr. Mix, who is David Hobbs. That guy was awesome, man. You guys remember his record scratching? And then, like, he would do it backwards, I guess. I don't know. If you hear the Live in Phoenix tape, they say he was doing the record scratching backwards behind his back. I don't know. He's crazy. He was dope, though. So let's see. He moved with his mother to Los Angeles. And by the early 80s, he started to release music. And Mr. Mix was already part of Two Live Crew. And yeah, they had just created the Miami-based blueprint. That's what they call it here, the blueprint. I guess it was a blueprint, Miami bass. That stuff went so popular back in the day. Like we had like the 69 Boys, Whoop That Is, Daisy Dukes. It was all over the map, that Miami bass shit. So we all know the other members of the group: Luther Campbell, the one and only, Luke Skywalker, and then of course Fresh Kid Ice, rest in peace, and Mr. Mix. So that is Two Live Crew, and they became well known for sure in 1986 with their gold certified Two Live Crew Is What We Are. Really, that was their gold certified album. That's pretty cool, man. So Mark D. Ross, he died in Alabama. Man, Uh, we know about the controversy here in in the late 80s. They continued their rise to fame. In 1988, Move Something went gold. Such a cool track. Move Something. They probably had Throw the D in there and some other iconic tracks. They were also, they got in trouble with the law. Even though their album went platinum, it was found legally obscene by the United States District Court. I'm just reading this off the wiki, man. There's no way I remember all of this in my head. But as a kid, I was there. It's all kind of a blur here. They were prosecuted and acquitted. Let's see, prior to separating, okay, so we're fast forwarding here in the future. They had a couple more gold albums. Banned in the USA was gold. I don't think I really had that one. Sports Weekend and Nasty as They Wanna Be Part 2. I wonder why they called it Sports Weekend as Nasty as They Wanna Be Part 2 and not just as Nasty as They Wanna Be Part 2. You know? I don't know. That was a pretty dope record too, though. It felt like a part 2. I might have even liked it better back in the day, but these days it's hard to beat the classic, the original, you know. So what else we got here? In the 90s, Ross embarked on various musical endeavors. So, you know, I remember when they split, Two Live Crew. And I don't know who came out first, if it was Too Nasty or the new Two Live Crew, but I was not that happy when they split up. The new Two Live Crew had a new guy named Verb in it, and boy, that guy could flow, man. Like Luke knew how to pick him, and he picked a winner with this guy Verb. But you know, the Brother Marquis just had his own southern drawl, I guess you could say. Was he from the South? I don't know. He probably was. I don't know. He was from. I mean, he lived in L.A. for a while. Let's see. He spent his early life in Rochester, New York. And then he moved to L.A. I don't know where I'm getting the South stuff from, man. Maybe he's got an accent. I mean, it is kind of New York sounding though, ain't it? The way the Brother Marquis talks, like that Brooklyn type of I don't know what you want to call it, man. But it's not that heavy, really. I always thought he was more Southern driven. I guess not. Either way, you know, they split up, Two Live Crew, and you know the new Two Live Crew. We talked about it. You know, they had Verb, whatever. They were still really banking off that big Miami bass sound. And Marquis went and formed another group with one of the members of the Poison Clan, Too Nasty. Too Nasty, that was a rare cassette. Like, it's not, you can't even like find it anywhere these days. I had it, man. I had it, and I don't know what I did with it. You know, I lost everything, all my cassettes, all my CDs, whatever. But I had that one, and it was pretty good. It was pretty cool, man. That was Brother Marquis in probably his finest form, if I had to be honest, without hanging on to Luke's involvement and whatever. You know, he didn't have to partner up with Chinaman, really. I thought Marquis did really good on that record. So what else we got? You know, we have the Two Live Crew. If you guys knew, if you were there, if you were old enough to see them on TV, Donahue, or the clips of them getting arrested and all the courts and Al Gore's wife not happy with them and all these people that are suddenly on hip hop, on that culture, on the side today, they did not start that way. Let me tell you, don't believe these fake ass politicians, man. The Bidens and whatever, those fucking guys, they were totally against all this stuff. And Two Live Crew had to go, you know, take all the arrows, you know, for basically the whole region of hip hop. You know, if gangsta rap, hip hop was to grow, it needed to know that they had the freedom of speech that everybody else had. and Two Live Crew took the arrows for that, blazed the trail, you know. There's a new song. It's not new anymore. It came out in 2022, I think. Might have been Brother Marquis's last song, Y'all Learn or Time to Learn. And I think it's under BMQ. I couldn't find it on Spotify, but I found it on Apple Music. I'll have a link in the show notes. I'm glad he made the song, you know. It was pretty cool. Who would have thought that he would have passed away a few years later? So check out the song. I'll put it in the show notes. Let's see if they have anything else here. I don't see it. You know, one of the things that I didn't know that the Brother Marquis did was record a song with Ice-T, 99 Problems. I guess that's where Jay-Z, you know, got 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. He took it from these guys. He stole it, he borrowed it, whatever you want to call it. I didn't know that Ice-T did it first, and Brother Marquis was on that track. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I thought Brother Marquis just never did features. But he did this one feature with Ice-T. Pretty iconic. I'm glad he did it, you know. What else can we say about the Brother Marquis? Let me see. He had a daughter, you know. Him and Fresh Kid Ice tried to get back together several years back and, you know, do Two Live Crew again. I haven't really heard those. You know, I might have to. But for me, the real Two Live Crew magic is in that early 90s, late 80s era, from Move Something to Sports Weekend. And of course, what can beat out As Nasty As They Wanna Be? I mean, it's a long ass CD and every song is just hilarious or dope or whatever. The imprint that Brother Marquis left on me as a child, you know, like those lyrics, none of that stuff ever left the database in my head, you know. I could turn on that Sports Weekend or Nasty As We Wanna Be, and, you know, your mind pretty much knows all the lyrics. Like I could recite it all if I really wanted to. That's how much I listened to those tapes back in the day. And, you know, I was a kid, man. I tell you, everybody had like a recorded cassette. It wasn't even the actual cassette. It was like dubbed over so many times, man. But we all had Two Live Crew. You know, we hiding that shit under our mattress or wherever we had to. You know, you didn't want to get busted listening to Two Live Crew because that was the worst of the worst, man. Like, you have a Two Live Crew cassette? Damn. You know, you could have Run DMC and Slick Rick and Rob Bass, but or Tone Loc and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. You know, but if you had Two Live Crew, bro, you're gonna get in trouble. You know, it was like contraband. It was crazy, but those were the chances we took, man. And Brother Marquis, Two Live Crew, Fresh Kid Ice, Brother Marquis, Fresh Kid Ice, rest in peace. You know, I loved both of them. Fresh Kid Ice was hilarious. He had a cool voice, and I liked his flow. Almost like, you know, the same way that Brother Marquis did. Him and the Brother Marquis just, you know, complemented each other really well, just to make Two Live Crew. So, you know, Two Live Crew's been a thing of the past for a while now. And Brother Marquis was in and out of the group, and, you know, Fresh Kid Ice left the group and died a few years later. You know, time just catches up to all of us, don't it? Luke is still out there. He's doing his thing. You know, he's got his videos, and he's more of a political figure, I think, or tries to be. And as for Mr. Mix, you know, you can catch him doing beats every now and then. He's got, look up some of those Devin the Dude records, and you'll find a beat or two on there. I'm not really sure what else he's been doing, man. Maybe nothing. But whatever, man. Let me know what you guys think of Brother Marquis in the comments. You know, what are your favorite songs from the Brother Marquis or Two Live Crew, I should say. And if you heard that rare Brother Marquis solo record, let me know what you think about it in the comments. He's got an interview on DJ VLAD, so check that out if you want to get caught up on some Brother Marquis. And, you know, bump some Two Live Crew, man. Rest in peace, Brother Marquis. You will be missed, but, you know, we all got to go. I just want to pay my respects to the man. Hey, Gangsta Rap Odyssey, I'm out. Peace.